Hello friends and welcome back to Car Talks YouTube channel. I am your host Bunny Punia and today we'll speak about Mahindra's two new motorcycle versions. The company has relaunched the Mojo brand in India with two versions, the XT300 which is basically the Xtreme Tourer and the cheaper UT300 which is basically the Universal Tourer. Now before I start, I must tell you the XT300 is just like the older version that used to sell in India. At that time Mojo only had one version which has now been renamed XT, and to make the brand more affordable they have the UT as well. So what are the similarities and the differences between both the versions? Which version should you buy and why? Let's have a look. We'll start with the styling first. As you can see, the XT300 looks much cooler because of the dual tone treatment which is missing on the UT300. Now body parts like the belly pan, the visor, the radiator shroud and the fuel tank in the XT gets a dual tone treatment which is missing on the UT. So if you want the cool factor, you want to make a styling statement, pick the XT. Apart from this, somehow surprisingly the UT also has a lower ground clearance by 8.5mm, the reason for which is currently unknown. We'll come to the features now, which is a big important parameter here, and surprisingly UT misses out a lot of features. We'll start from the front of the bike. The UT has USD forks which are basically called as upside down forks, but the cheaper UT now does with the conventional front forks. Guys, USD is very important if you want high speed stability, if you want good handling in the bike, which will now be missing on the cheaper UT version. Apart from this, the more expensive XT gets stickier rubber, the Pirelli tires, whereas the UT now comes on Indian made MRF tires which are narrower as well. The rear of the UT has a 140mm wide tire, whereas the XT gets a 150mm wide tire. Apart from this, we all love the rear look of the Mojo because of the dual exhaust setup which is also now missing on the UT. UT has a single exhaust setup for cost cutting measures, and this also makes the bike slightly lighter by 1.5 kgs. Next and very important is the engine department, which I'm sure all of you want to know. The UT, again for cost cutting measures, does not get fuel injection, it runs in carburetor. Now if you are into touring and all, you must surely know that fuel injection helps you a lot during high altitude riding, during cold weather starts. So somewhere if you're into touring a lot, you want to go to Ladakh and the extremes of the Indian subcontinent, guys, stick to the XT. It's much better. Fuel injection always helps you. And apart from this factor, even the power and torque figures, they are really changed now. The UT has 15% less power and 16% less torque. In terms of figures, whereas the XT develops 26.8 bhp of power, the UT develops 22.7 bhp of power. Likewise, on the torque front, the XT gets 30 Nm of torque, whereas the UT gets 25.2 Nm of torque. So you can see the figures, they vary a lot, and this will surely affect performance and riding utilities in real world riding. Thankfully, the 6-speed gearbox is retained, and even the brakes are the same, so you get a very good 320mm front disc brake and a 240mm rear disc brake. So thumbs up to Mahindra for that. And finally the pricing, the UT300 is priced at 1.49 lakh rupees ex-showroom daily, whereas the XT is 16% more expensive. However, if you buy the bike before 31st of March, you will get an additional discount of 10,000 rupees on the UT, making it 35,000 cheaper than the XT. But even then, we will tell you the XT seems a much better buy. It looks cooler, it's got more features, the performance is also better, and somewhere down the line when you want to sell the bike, the resale will also be better. And if you take the bike on a typical 3-year loan, the difference in EMIs for the XT and UT will be hardly 800 rupees, and that's a small amount. So between both the versions, guys, I think the XT is our pick. What do you feel? Let us know. Any comments, suggestions or tips or advices, write them in the comment section below. And to watch more such videos, you know what to do, subscribe to our channel. So guys, till the next time, ride safe and do not forget to wear a good helmet.